Hi everybody, I'm Alex Garrett, and on this Memorial Day 2012, it's a beautiful night. It's about 8 o'clock on the East Coast, and I know a lot of you have been going to barbecues, maybe to the beach, beautiful day outside, or maybe even to today's Met game, which wasn't a pretty one. We'll get to that in a bit. The format is this. I'll pick a random day every week and just do a daily recap of that day, because I know a lot of you work, a lot of you are busy with social gatherings, a lot of you have family commitments, and you don't have time to catch up with sports. So I'm going to be here to provide updates for you on the day that was and is going to be like tonight, where we'll preview a little bit of the Yankees-Angels series, which will kick off in about an hour from now. And of course we'll talk about the big Eastern Conference Finals between the Boston Celtics and the Miami Heat. So let's first talk about. So I'm sure many of you did not catch today's Met game, and if you did, you weren't happy with what you saw. The final score was 8-4 Philadelphia Phillies in a very early on and at least matchup between the Mets and the Phillies at Citi Field. It was a Memorial Day matinee, and as I mentioned, the Phillies win it 8-4. Now, John Nee started. He went 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, all earned, and only 2 hits. Struck out 7 and walked 5, and gave up a homer to John Mayberry Jr. early on in the game. But it was Bobby Parnell in the top of the 7th who gave up a pivotal RBI single to Ty Wigginton to drive in Jimmy Rollins, and that was the game winner for the Phillies. And actually, Wigginton would add to his RBI total and home run total for the year by smashing a 3-run homer off Manny Acosta in the top of the 9th. That's how the Phillies win 8-4. They were backed by Cole Hamels, a beautiful pitching performance. He improves to 8-1 on the season, really red hot. And after the news of yesterday with Doc Holliday leaving because of tightness in his arm, well, I'm sure for Philly fans, it was a sigh of relief. Now, they'll continue that series tomorrow night, but right now we'll move over to Los Angeles, where tonight it's the Yankees and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim playing first pitch about an hour from now at 9:05. And let me tell you, the Yankees right now are on a 5-game winning streak, dating back to a 2-game winning streak against the Royals at the Stadium. They carried that streak onto the road, where it seems like Cano, Swisher, Teixeira, Alex, Jeter, of course, passing George Brett yesterday for 14th place on the all-time hit list in Major League Baseball. And overall, Yankees are clicking right now. We'll see if it continues against the Angels, who, as we all know, are struggling. Pujols is finding his swing, and tonight they'll send Phil Hughes, who is 4-5 with a 4.94 ERA. And for the Angels, they'll send 6-1 starter Jared Weaver. And of course, early on, Weaver did throw a no-no early on in 2012. So it'll be a very interesting series. Angels rebounding, Yankees also rebounding, and tonight it's the Blue Jays and Orioles. And believe it or not, Yanks are entering just a couple of games behind the Baltimore Orioles and Tampa Bay Rays, who are tied as of right now for that division lead. So very early on, but we're starting to see Baltimore come back down to earth. We're seeing Boston rise a little bit. We're certainly seeing the Yankees click, and the Rays are doing what they've done. They're being consistent. It's just that Baltimore's losing, and Rays are catching up to Baltimore. And finally, as I mentioned, the conference finals, Eastern Conference Finals, it's the Celtics against the Miami Heat. Celtics, who we all know had to go to a Game 7 against the Philadelphia 76ers, did win Game 7 Saturday night, and the Heat finished off the Pacers, I believe, in Game 5 on Thursday night. So it's going to be a very interesting matchup. Both teams a little injury-plagued, notably Chris Bosh on the Heat, and of course for the Celtics, they have a couple injuries here and there, but we'll see which one perseveres at the end of the day. I would not be surprised if this one goes 7 games. I'm Alex Garrett for this Garrett Sports Report. Have a great day, and once again, thank you to all those men and women who have served, are serving, and have sacrificed their lives to keep America the great country it is, as we remember them on Memorial Day 2012. Have a great night, everybody.